viewers back to another episode of Trucking Together.
I like your cinnamon rolls, your purple cinnamon rolls.
As you guys may or may not be able to tell, I'm currently freezing in this truck, so I have my ear protection on.
I'm currently going to enjoy pumpkin seed.
You should. They're roasted with love.
They're a mom's egg.
All right, welcome back to another episode, guys. We're currently at our fuel stop. We're waiting in line to get fuel. It's a very, very windy day here in Wyoming. It's so windy, in fact, that they have the warning signs out saying gusts 60 plus miles per hour.
So we decided to shoot for the gap and go right through it. We got a little bit more weight on this week, or this trip, not week. Not much, but a little bit. Truck's doing good, trailer's holding on good, so I think we're good. They just literally took they had a no high vehicle, light vehicle thing up. They just literally took that down. So I think we just went through like the worst of it in between Laramie and here, the 290. So I think we should be all right now. We just get on the other side of get to Saratoga. Actually, you get on the other side of Elk Mountain, exit 255, and you're pretty much out of it. So really, it's like 30 miles ish.
On the plus side, Martin still has time on his clock to drive, so since he is experienced with this stuff, we're gonna let him go for it. I'm gonna kick back and think good thoughts.
It was pretty windy there for a second, but I'll tell you guys what. My experience here lately with Wyoming is I think that they're being a little bit
overly cautious
with these wind warnings and just weather in general. And it's not a bad thing, don't get me wrong, but I don't see 60 plus mile an hour gusts. There's no way. So I know that ain't happening. So we're going to put fuel in, put a little bit more weight on to stick to the rope, and we're going to make like ducks and get the flock out of here.
And then we're gonna watch that fuel gauge go down with the quickness because it's headwind.
We're gonna make
holds you back.
Or we're gonna make like a tree and leave.
Something. We're gonna make like something.
We're gonna make like bananas and split. I got nothing. I'm gonna put fuel in.
All right, guys. So yeah, it is windy here in Wyoming, but I have faith we're going to get through just fine. The worst of it is behind us, hopefully. At least that's what it's been feeling like here for the last few miles. They did still have the signs up when we pulled into the truck stop here. But when Martin checked the phone after we got in line, they had taken the warning down. So hopefully it literally just happened and they've calmed the monster that is Wyoming. Hey guys, welcome back. It's dark out. Just been busy driving. That's what we do. We drive 4 days a week. We're driving.
Sometimes.
Well, if you're not driving, you're sleeping.
Yes.
So that's our routine. We're sticking to it. But yeah, so we got a late start out of Denver today. That's because we sat down and we met the Bobs.
Terrific. I'm Bob Slidell. This is my associate, Bob Porter.
Oh, hi, Bob. Bob?
Why don't you go ahead and grab a seat and join us for a minute or two. You see, what we're actually trying to do here is we're trying to get a feel for how people spend their day at work. So, if you would you walk us through a typical day for you? Yeah. Great.
The Bobs.
The Bobs. Anyway, yeah, so we sat down and had a meeting with them, and it was a very good, productive meeting. First of all, we love everybody at SIVA. Everybody there is just, they're so darn nice, and it's really a cool environment, so we greatly appreciate that. We talked about growing a fleet here. We talked about the YouTube channel. So yes, they are aware of the channel and they are fans. So that was cool. They asked for our input on some things. They let us know that the channel has actually opened their eyes to some problems that they weren't aware were happening because nobody was reporting them. So they had no idea. So like on these trailers, they're coming up with a really great plan that's, I think, brilliant to keep these things rolling for us, don't you think?
Yes, and it's all her fault.
What?
It's all your fault.
No. No, but I like that about this company. This company, you know, they impress me often. First of all, because it's so rare in our industry that people actually follow through with what they say they're going to do, and the fact that they do that's you know, that's a huge plus. But the fact that they are wanting to adapt and make a good environment for their contractors to work in, it says a lot. So
Yep.
we're fans.
I mean, what other contractor-based company is going to fly out to meet some of their little teams that they have running for them? I don't know of any. That's pretty impressive to me.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool that they came out. That's big to me. It says a lot to me that they actually care enough to, you know, sit down with people and talk to them and
so
put a face with the name.
Full disclosure, though, I want you guys to know, no, they did not bribe us or send any extra money our way. All of our experiences we have here are authentic.
No,
they're real.
There's really
And,
nothing bad here.
You know, the only money we get from them is what we've actually earned by hauling their trailers. So
and you know, some of you guys in the comments were like, "Oh, I wish SIVA would watch their trailers. Oh, I wish this and this." They can't do that. There's like thousands of these trailers in the fleet, and it's like they're not going to go out there and watch these trailers. These trailers aren't that bad. Here's the thing: you can work for any large fleet in the company, and if you have a bunch of bad drivers that don't report problems, you're going to get a bunch of bad equipment. And unfortunately, that's the case. Actually, in probably the last 2 weeks, we haven't really had any problems.
I'd say it's been longer than that.
And really, I mean, what problems? It's minor air leaks, really. That's all you really get. I mean, for as old, here's the thing: these trailers don't stop. They non-stop move. So for as many miles as they have on them, which is probably a lot, the tires are decent. The brakes are always good. Yes, you're gonna get your air leak here and there every once in a while, but that's just because people don't report them. The trailers are not that bad. Yeah, they're old and they're you know, they don't look that great because, you know, obviously drivers abuse them, they beat them up, but they get the job done, and that's all I care about.
Well, like I said, you know, it's I didn't know up until today that they actually watched our channel. So when they said, "Hey, you know, I know about your channel," it's like, oh, but you know, it was cool because, like I said, they acknowledged that it opened their eyes up to some problems that they had that they were not aware they had. And just the impressive thing is that they have a plan to fix that, and I'm all for that. I think it's great.
Yeah.
So,
and then, like I said, we're still for them. I mean, since day one when we started working, we always had a good vibe, and it just continued on. And it's like we don't have anything bad to say about anybody that works here. They're genuinely very good people. They like literally care about, you know, their drivers and contractors and stuff, and they want you guys, you know, us other guys to be happy. So I mean, it's like, you know, in 20 years of driving trucks, I've honestly never worked with people like this. So, and we're not getting sponsored. We're getting sponsored by weekly settlements from them on how much money we make. So that's my genuine, like, review here, or whatever you want to call this. It's not BS. It's for real. Like, we make money here, and the people are generally nice. Like, nobody's up your butt. Just a good company to work for.
So speaking of being happy, I am beyond happy with these shocks, Martin. The shocks are.
Oh yeah, the shocks.
Those shocks are prime. They They are fine quality.
When you had 3 out of 4 that were blown out, yeah, you're gonna get some better ride.
Yeah, sleeping last night, I did not even realize we were in Colorado at all. It was like, did you realize we were going through Evanston? Because usually you bitch about there.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem. I didn't wake up at all. I woke up when you were going probably coming down to Parley's because my ear started popping in.
Okay.
I had to go pee and I woke up.
I figured maybe you woke up when I had to slam on the brakes.
No, I was already up there. I was still in bed.
Today was a day of bad drivers. A lot of semi-truck drivers driving questionably, and then the cherry on top was we got into Salt Lake City, a four-wheeler. I don't know what he was thinking, but he was thinking it was a good idea to jump in front of a semi-truck and then slam on his brakes because he saw traffic up ahead. But
wind.
That's
wind.
Oh yeah, wind.
And wind. Wind's been annoying today, but we knew that was going to happen going into the first leg of our trip because we looked at the weather and it said that Wyoming, especially Elk Mountain, was going to be windy, so we were prepared for it. Actually, when we were fueling earlier, we got there and it was pretty damn gnarly. Like the wind was just howling from the side.
Yeah, I don't know if it showed up on any of the scenic clips.
Well,
but it was saying gusts 60
plus, and it said no light trailers.
Yeah.
Obviously, it was restricted, but we got a little bit of weight in the trailer, so we decided to go for it. I was actually going to go around on 30, but we had no fuel, so I was like, man, this sucks. So I'm going to just go to the truck stop and shoot for the moon because I feel that we'll be all right. We got weight on. And getting to the truck stop, that was the windy part. Like from Laramie to the 290, that 20 miles was a little bit sketch because it was blowing there pretty good. It was moving the truck around, but it was passable. And then
obviously we made it here to Utah.
But then we got to the truck stop and like the wind just slowed down a little bit. I'm like, I'm gonna go check the forecast now, like the weather report on Wyoming's roads, and it just changed from the restrictions to just strong winds, dry road, no restrictions. So we put the hammer down, got through it, and all was good. Hopefully the second leg of the trip will go smoother and we won't have to deal with winds.
Yeah, so I know last week we showed you guys Halloween week, but in reality this week is Halloween week. Or this week, this week is next week. I confuse myself. It's Halloween week, so we do want to get home to do Halloween festivities on Sunday. So we did spend a little time in Denver this morning. Well worth it though. And we'll probably make it up just by keeping those doors closed and not stopping all the time.
Yeah, we'll be all right. I mean, whatever. It's a couple hours here and there.
But yeah, that's about it. So since it is dark, I think I'm going to say this is the end of the video for this one. Short and sweet.
Oh, we're still going to fuel and stuff. But that's not that interesting.
It really isn't. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your comments. Just love and support the channel. We appreciate it. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Peace. Look at that Seva trailer. Today's video is sponsored by Seva Trailer. There's a link in the description. You can check them down below. There's your training for today. Ha, kidding. We love you, Super Trucker Dan. I watch the living crap out of your videos.
You probably don't watch us, but
Nah.
we like our Super Trucker Dan.
But, it's all good fun. I love Super Trucker Dan.
All seriously though, people, there is a link in the description. Well, not a link. There's a phone number in the description if you want to work through fine people.
Yeah.